all you meddling kids, it's your girl Pammy Chanel, back with another video. Madalina has been missing from my home state of North Carolina for 7 months now. She was officially last seen getting off the bus in Cornelius, North Carolina, which is about 3 hours west of me, a little bit close to Charlotte. This was right before Thanksgiving. The school counselor and the SRO, and if you don't know what the SRO is, that's the school resource officer, came to the house on December the 12th in response to Madalina's truancy. No one opened the door, but on December 14th, her mom, Diana, called the school counselor and said she would come meet with her the next day and bring Madalina with her. On the 15th of December, she went to the school, but Madalina was not with her, and she reported her missing. She claimed she hadn't seen her since November 23rd, sometime that night. She claimed she hadn't reported it sooner because she didn't want to start a fight with her husband and Madalina's stepfather, Christopher Palmeter. They have both since been arrested and charged with failure to report the disappearance of a child, which in North Carolina is a felony. According to police interviews, the couple fought the last night that Madalina was seen, allegedly. Palmeter then went to Michigan. Diana wakes up the next morning, sees some of Madalina's clothes missing and her bag missing, and I guess she assumes that she went with him or maybe he took her. Now, this story is very sketchy to me. You wake up the next morning and you don't see your child in their bedroom or anywhere within the house. Even if it's a school day, which I'm not sure if it was since it's right by Thanksgiving, you don't see your child by that afternoon. As a parent, you have to think that something is up. And I don't care how much of an argument me and my spouse has. When it comes down to my child, the child that I've given birth to, I am going to call the police if I have not seen my child. So something is not right about this story. Now, there are 3 theories going around about what could have possibly happened to this child, Madalina. The first one being that her mother and stepfather may have unalived her, either one of them or both of them, and they're covering it up. The second being that her mother in previous weeks had been talking to relatives in her home country of Moldova, which is in Europe, and she had been talking about getting away from Christopher Palmeter because he was very abusive, and that maybe Madalina is with one of her relatives, because there also has been, I think in earlier July, end of June, someone has said they possibly had spotted her in California. This also is a possibility. And the third possibility, which is the most chilling possibility to me, is that the stepfather sold her. This is also something that allegedly the mother has kind of said may have happened to her. But right now, we don't know where this child is. And like I said, it's going on 8 months and there have been no leads. As a mother and an educator, anytime a child goes missing, I am always on alert, and I always want to make sure that this child returns home or to at least a safe environment when they're reported missing, which is why when we have people who are faking being kidnapped, Carly, or people who, just like recently we had, I think they were 11-year-old girls who were doing a YouTube prank about being kidnapped, resources are diverted from actual cases like this one that need to be solved. So when we have children from previous relationships, we have to be very, very picky about the people we decide to intertwine in our lives, because it can cause so much damage to our kids. Now, everything I've said in here, all the allegations that have been made, are all alleged, and this is all from police records. But there was something going on in that home regardless. A child doesn't just disappear out of thin air. And I think that we have to really, really be careful about the people we bring around our children. My hope is that we can find Madalina. Madalina Cojocari was last seen wearing jeans, a pink, purple, and white Adidas shoes, and a white t-shirt and a jacket. If you have any information concerning her whereabouts, or if you think that you've seen her, please contact the Cornelius Police Department at 704-892-7773. You can also contact your local FBI office or the nearest embassy or consulate, or you can submit any tips online to tips.fbi.gov. Let's try to bring this child home, or at least get to the bottom of her disappearance. And until next time, guys, stay nosy and stay meddling. Bye, guys.